Holla dollar, folks. Can all hear Bulls on Wall Street. Happy Sunday, guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and are ready to get back to work. A crazy week in the markets after this internal grind that we've been in, and frankly, was very boring. We finally got some action. We got a little bit of a crack in the beginning of the week, and then this is where it got crazy. We had another big gap down day that actually reversed and made us think that we're about to bust loose, and then boom, the rug got pulled. And then the very next day, we had a big gap up and what looked like was going to be a monstrous runner that actually faded back all its gains throughout the day. And then come Friday, we saw the flush, and it was a little bit of a nasty one. You saw it like literally into the close. You can see the market was just it was weak, and then we took the flush. But then this is always the tell of when the market is nutty is that you get that kind of 2 p.m. just fade. The market had been grinding up for a while, and then boom, margin clerks come out, and it is just straight into the grind. And when you see this type of flush here, I mean, that's a fearful market right there. I mean, people are liquidating their positions, and back to the 200-day moving average we go. Just an incredible week. You got to love it as a day trader. You got to love it as a swing trader. You got to probably be a little bit more nervous, but it also is going to give us an opportunity to get back to some better levels. We're at the 50-day moving average now. If we knife through, maybe we see a run to the 200-day moving average, but we need to see some of this volatility back in the market. Now, the question is going to be, is a lot of this due to the oil markets and things like that? We're obviously seeing a tremendous liquidation in the oil markets. There's just not a bounce. By any technical factor, we could have bounced up here and here and here and here and here and here, and it's just not coming. And boom. And so the question is this: the oil markets start to rebound. Does our market rebound? And if it doesn't, then we know that the oil had nothing to do with it, and that there's some deeper fluctuations going on that would make me a little bit more fearful. But once again, there's not really much things to fear when you're day trading. Down markets are great, up markets are great. It's really the sideways days that kind of suck. But the action is back, and that is a good thing. It's just, if you're new, if you're a swing trader, hold on a little bit. Don't rush in to just jump into a bunch of stocks. Relax. If you got a smaller account, trade a little bit smaller, because you have to make accounts for the volatility in the market. If the volatility has increased, say, threefold, and you are not adept at moving around quickly, then you need to cut your position size by what? A third to account for that. And the people that don't do that, they're the ones that get smoked out right at the open. They think something's going to be hot. They make one bad trade because they had a little bit too much size. They didn't account for all the volatility. And, you're down in the dumps for the rest of the day, and then one bad move begets another. So just be wary of that. Let's take a look at the watch list. I've been watching this ALSK for some time. We're still flagging after that initial pop. If the market bounces, I'll be looking at this AMBA for a bounce back up to highs. First target will probably be 52. I'll not just try to blindly buy this, though, unless I start to see a broad market rebound. BABA, this one is actually holding up really well. You can see as the 50-day is rising, your trend line is coming down. You're going to apex here pretty quickly. It's just a matter of time. I'm still watching BCI and really a whole bunch of oil names for potential bounce. Just keep a basket of them. There's nothing going on just yet, but at some point you'll get it. Kala, this is my top pick for a short. Ideally, you get a big gap up on this thing, and then we'll start looking for a potential fader. If it opens up weak, watch for those rebounds. It may be too early to short if it gaps down. CYBR, after the IPO breakout, we've come right back to support here, just holding up. It might not be ready yet, but it's getting there. This one is still holding above its moving averages, even with the market shifting down. DGLY had an interesting pop, end of day. End of day, and then it faded off some of the gains, but it still kept half of it. So I am interested in this for a potential bounce, as it is oversold and has come back a decent way. ICE, another IPO stock. This is a very common pattern for IPOs that open up hot. You just give it all back, and then you base out for a period of time. And then when you start to come, out of this range, you get this run back to highs. This is one worth keeping an eye on. Fran, after its earnings, it's just been flagging up here. It's been holding up really well, even with the market flushing. I love the look of this thing. Fro, almost it's doubled in price now. I saw some action pre-market on this. Hopefully it gets a run to the $3 range. I think this one's gonna be a tremendous short if we get the opportunity. This stock's a big turd. HESH had a 50% pop that I frankly just missed. I mean, you saw there was an amazing pattern over here. There were multiple patterns that we could have played. And I had missed them. We had an opening range breakout and a whole host of other stuff that we could have played. Definitely on watch for an upcoming continuation move. INFN really holding between these levels. This is another nice breakout stock. Loco looking for a bounce if and when the market does. Noah, I like this one for the breakout pullback. It was up on Friday. We'll see if this thing's got some continued follow through. RGLS is starting to really kind of coil up over here. It's got a good look to it. It may need some market cooperation, but biotech, if you start to see the sector run, this one can just take off. SM, I like this. It's been putting in a bottom here at this $29, $30 level. So if we start to see the curl come on, there's decent volume coming in. This one could uptick. This is more UWTI probably for an IRA trade. A couple more days down thrust on this one. We'll probably get a good swing out of it. VGGL, this stock's a turd, but it's not breaking down. It's holding up pretty well here. We may see some type of action come in through this thing. It tends to pop and then pull back and then pop. And so that's it for now, guys. A crazy market. We had a decent week in the chat room. As you guys know, you see my screens up all day when I'm trading with our Bulls Vision product. It's pretty cool. And, all you guys are eligible for. If you want to really learn how to trade in real time, it's a really good tool to get an idea of what the heck a real trader sees during the day. So that's it for now, guys. Email me, Canal at bullson.ws if you have any questions. And I'm always around. So take care, and I will see everybody in the chat room tomorrow.